Hey guys, welcome back to Subsistence. Another rainy start to the day. We are in November now, so the weather is going to just get worse and worse, unfortunately. Let's have a look how much power mass we have. We've got quite a bit of power, not really that much mass. Thinking I want to get another plant bed on the go because we want to grow some carrots and some other vegetables for the nice meals that we can make now in the cooker. We're going to need 100 mass. So I need to get that number up, but we've got the rest of the ingredients. So let's start with making a few sticks. So if I do about that many and we grab the planks, cordage and scrap. I think that was what we needed, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, so we just need a bit of mass. Did I have... Sorry, flinging the camera around early in the morning. Not good. Do I have a pickaxe to recycle? I do. We've got 35 of those. Let's see. Only need 100 and we can get this planted up and growing away. It looks like it's going to be a very miserable day today. Rain has stopped eventually. Oh, thank goodness. Right, these cotton have a little ways to go. Just checking on our plants. And our onions need another day or two. Okay, we can turn the light off now. Right, how many of these did we make? We should make a few more, I reckon. So, let's see. Craft how many of these up? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Let's start with that for now. How is the refinery doing? Still running the refinery to try and make some more of these things. I can make one. I have used a bit of my mass, I know. I should put the generator on. Get that going. Okay, how are we doing? We've got another 20. We need 100 mass. We're up to 87. I think it's time we could probably turn that on for a little bit. We've got some nails we could use, but I have some building I want to do, so kind of want to hold on to those if I can. And anything else we might want to recycle? I could recycle a little bit of potassium. I know that's not ideal. I'm going to need it for the garden, but in an emergency like this. Oh, if I'd have waited just a touch longer, we would have had what we needed. That's fine. Okay, right, I'm impatient today. Let's get this plant bed made then. Okay, lovely. And I'll drop that down there. And we're going to need a tiny bit of fuel for the fire when we're ready. And this is done. So let's get those in here. And we want another one of those. There we go. And yeah, let's go and place this plant bed. Now, what do we want to plant in there? I could do 2 more cotton and some carrots and an onion or a tomato. Let's do that. That looks good. And we're going to place this around the side here on this platform. We've got a lot of room. I might want to move this furthest plant bed just away from the edge there a little bit, because I don't think it's getting quite the same amount of water as the other side, but for now we'll place this down here. Now you need to be within the bubble, and unfortunately it's not going to let me place that there, which is a tiny shame, but we can place it like this and make do. That's fine. So let's place a row of carrots, a couple of cotton, a couple of onion. There we go. We'll drop the water in. We don't have fertilizer. I'm not going to bother topping this one up with fertilizer. We should be able to fit another one on here. And let's get this early morning wolf, shall we? I think it's stalking the deer over there. Ah, not a good shot. 2 arrows down. Okay, good. Oh, crumbs. Okay, go away. Yeah, let's get a bit closer. The bear is chasing the deer. The bear is chasing the deer, everyone. Let's keep an eye on where this wolf goes. Of course you're going to go over to the bear. Yeah, I don't want him to grab that carcass. So yeah, let's bring him back this way a little bit. Can we harvest that wolf without triggering that bear? Or should we just bring the bear over? Oh god. It's a bad shot today. Wow, okay. I think they're falling a bit short. How many do I have now? 22. Yeah, let's leave that alone, shall we? Okay, we'll jump down and get that wolf quickly if we can. I'm gonna crouch and be sneaky as much as I can. Alright, lovely. And then we'll top the water up while we're down here as well. We've got some wood. My mouse feels very oversensitive today. I wonder if any settings have changed. Right, let's top up my water. We do have a lockpick, of course, from yesterday, which is awesome. There's a few arrows sitting over there. I think a few broke. So I'm probably going to have to check that area, but I would have to chase off the bear if I want to do that. So we'll leave it for now. And do we have any fat in there? Should we start collecting fat again? Probably. Put another carrot seed there. And a bit of wood for the fire. There we go. Right, let's put the steaks away. And we need to eat, so I'm going to have my liver and onions. And water we do need as well. So we'll drink that. This is on. This is done. Now, what should we concentrate on today? I think some iron would be good. We've got a lot of power. And we do have some fuel, so that's good. I think I'm just going to let that kind of run today, and I'm going to grab those arrows because I made such a mess of shooting the animal earlier, the bear. Now, what do I need to repair this? Oh gosh, okay. All stuff we've got, so it's not too expensive this early stage. I've got a spare pick. I need a water out of the fire. And I think one's fine. And I'll put the other one back here in the cooker. I'll take that one with me so that I can fill it up while we're out. And we've got a couple of protein bars, so I think we should get going now. This is going to tick away rendering the iron. That will help the battery charge, the power, stay quite high. And we can get out there now and go and look for a lock crate. Now, where's the best place going to be? Let's go and check. I mean, we could go around past the fortress, because we've always found a lot of good lock crates around there, but maybe I'm going to go this way today. We'll swim across quickly, run across the land there, and then swim to the mainland. There were some rogues over that side, if you remember, in the last episode. There's a wolf over there. So we'll try and avoid them. But I think we're going to go like further around the lake this time. So a lovely long loot run, I'm hoping. I think we've gotten out of the base fairly early today. Oh, Oh, I should top that water up because I can use it, of course, to wash my hands. So we should do that. There we go. Right, let's grab some wood while we're out here as well. And this one, and see if there are any crates around here. I would stop for some grubs, but I really want to get over to that other area and loot where there hopefully will be some bags. I mean, we found this one so far. Not too bad, I guess, and this one here. Hiding. Okay, cotton seed. And we've got another cotton plant. Lovely. I could have picked that rabbit up there. Did you see how close it got to me then? Okay, so we've got rogues here. So we'll avoid them and we'll swim across to this area here. Interesting seeing them in that spot. I can see two on the beach. The other one could be fishing over here somewhere, of course. Don't see anyone just yet. Let's try not to get underwater because you do lose your visibility. I'm just looking at there's a spot on the beach there that looks like it might have a plant. But no, I think it was just a bit of foliage. Alright, so run along this way. We've got a wolf. We want to stay away from you, really. Especially if I'm going to jump in the water here. Hi. Yeah, I don't really want to trigger you because if I try and swim across there, you'll follow me. And if I try and swim across here, you're going to follow me. Where's the bear gone? Okay, he's moving. We can go a bit further out in the water, maybe. Stay away from the shore. There we go. So I'm thinking of just looting all along this area in front of us. Bit of a long-winded way to get here, I think. Might have been better off running this way. But it's an area we've not spent a great deal of time in. I can see a bear over there already. I'm not seeing any rogues initially, which is good. There's a moose over there. We need moose. And I have to get some sinew. If we're going to want to make any more power generation in the form of turbines or solar panels, we're going to need some sinew and some make some rope. Okay, right, well we're over here now, so we're going to loot this area. Let's do a thorough job if we can. So start by grabbing the obvious plants and vegetables and see if we can find some bags. I see a rabbit. See a bit of wood down there. Let's check up here. Oh, there's another berry. So I'm looking for any kind of bags. Here we go. And some scrap. That's kind of just spawned in, I reckon. Let's grab the wood here as well. Bags are going to give us the biggest chance of topping up our ammo. Okay, what have we got this way? Gonna go fairly slowly. It's usually quite a rich area, but I don't know lately. There's so many plants everywhere, maybe it's just difficult to see. This is a better area to loot in the winter. Okay, we've got a bear next to a crate there. And a bear there, okay. And of course these two areas are where the lock crates do spawn in, so... Now I'm not specifically looking for ore, but if I see a bit of lithium I'll grab it. Ah, there's an ammo crate and another one on the right there. Awesome. This is what we need to do today. Pick and choose. Very carefully scout the area. Look at the animals everywhere. Amazing. We'll try and avoid these two bears that are near this rock. I see another bag and a wolf over there. Let's grab this one then. Bit of 9 meal and some berries, always good. Right, let's go up here because that bear is approaching. Got a wolf over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm sorry. Just realised I haven't said anything for a few seconds. Just listening for sounds of any movement around me. Whether it be bears or any hunters in the distance. You get a lot of audio cues in this game. Okay, so I will grab these. It's a good view from up here as well. You can usually spot lock crates from quite a distance. I see a berry. We'll get the berry here. So bear that way, so that's forcing us into this area. There's another set of medicinal we'll grab. Yeah, there's always a wolf around here. Now I don't know if he's below me or over here, so might have to run in a second. There's a bear just up there. So he was below us there. Okay. Good to know. Now there's always another one down here as well, so just be careful. Ah, what's that over there? Oh no, it's the edge of a tree. Another berry down here. So I'm not going to go around there because we know there's a wolf. So let's go up here a little bit. See what we've got. Got some iron. No sign of a locked crate just yet, but there's plenty of areas still to explore. So no wolf around here. Oh, interesting. There's just so much to look at this time of year. It's quite interesting the way the seasons impact the gameplay. I actually love it. Okay, I'm not seeing anything this far up. We've got a deer down here, which we've just spooked. No bags anywhere I'm seeing. I'm seeing some wood and stuff. Oh, and look, we have a hunter fishing over there. It's come down from the fortress. Right, let's pick up some of the wood along here. Just want to check around the corner because you can see quite far from up there, but you're blocked by these rocks down to see what's on the beach down here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything lock crate shaped. Not many crates at all, in fact. Right, we can grab the wood, and our hunter over there has moved, so we can carry on around. Yep, pretty quiet. So when we were playing recently in the co-op game with Game Edged, Rain and Screwy, we had, during the night, a lock crate that we found near a rock, just on the beach. And it was down in this area around here. And the hunter was actually swimming in the water towards Screwy. Unfortunately, she didn't realise. And I was losing health. It was cold. I was in the water trying to reach her with a lockpick. And there were hunters either side. It was very exciting. Quite the dramatic event. A lot of fun. Co-op can be really good at times. It is tricky to try and balance resources in co-op compared to solo. And you end up having less ammo and weapons and stuff in co-op. Even though all of you are looting, which is kind of interesting. So I'd like to see some balancing options for gameplay, just to allow us to switch up the loot table a little bit, so increase the number of bags potentially, or the number of items in those bags. That would be really useful. Dependent on how many players, and you could tweak it then to your preference. So if you want to play on a bit of a harder difficulty as a group because you're experienced and that's your preference, you could leave it as standard, and then if you want to have more of a fun time just fighting and building and exploring, you know, gathering, you could turn the resources up a bit and just make a little bit of a faster progress. But maybe that'll come now that Cold Games has access to the full version of the software. It will give him more freedom, hopefully, to introduce some of those things. Lots of games have those settings. Valheim does, for example. So if you're in the mood to just build, you can put on no build costs. Or even just turn the resources up or down, whatever you want to do. It gives you a lot of flexibility. And lots of games have that, so maybe that'll come in time. Hopefully it will. I've wandered around and avoided that bear, thankfully. Got to consider that there might be another hunter on the way. There's a lock crate right there. And I think it's too close to the hunters. But that's not going to stop me trying to get there, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, I think this is a stupid idea personally, but I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm just gonna do a quick save. Oh god, let me get this without you bothering me, bear. Not looking. I'm literally gonna run. And then I'll turn around and look and see where we did. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was okay. So that's good to know that we can gather stuff from this side of the map, because this is a regular spawn. I often find stuff on this side. See, there's their base. It's coming along. Just want to get out of the way of that wolf. It's coming along quite well. Just gonna get some of these. So he stopped bothering me. I wanted to get a better look at the base. We should probably build a forward operating base somewhere over here where we can come and just get a bit of protection. Possibly up on one of these rocks. Look at this design. Huge fortress space. Look at that fella walking around like he owns the place. So there's their main door right in the centre there with a window above it and the two side windows. Ooh, yeah, we're going to have to raid them at some point because I'd like to see inside that place. That's one of the newer designs. But we got our locked crate. We should check what we got. So we got 8 iron fragments and 6 copper. Ammo, I would imagine, was in there. Some cotton, some medicinal. Glass. Glass is nice, especially considering I want to do some building. And some electrical components. So pretty good. Pretty good haul. Right, let's carry on around. I'm just checking here because this is where we found previously the wheat, of course. Looks like there's a wolf over there. And I see another bit of cotton. I do pretty well spotting the cotton. I don't think I've found enough wild wheat yet in order to know if I'm adequate at spotting the wheat. Maybe there's been a lot of it and I've just missed it. I don't think so though. I know someone commented that it took a good 8 in-game days before they spotted their second bit of wheat, which was quite interesting. Gonna have to run past this wall. Not ideal. I'm gonna stop for the plants though. Alright, let's grab the wood as we go. Very cool. So how are we doing? We've been recording for 27 minutes. We're about at the end of the first day. I am going to avoid the wolves just for now. Don't really want those bothering me, and I might shoot down a few arrows again, you know, as we do on the deck. Just wondering if I should get that sandstone. I think I might. And there's a crate on the beach as well we need to get. Yeah, I don't see any pearls, unfortunately. Right, what level wolf are you? You are just a level 1. So if I do this and then switch to this, pretty efficient. Yeah, not bad. Let's carve you up, take you back upstairs. Do I need water? I think I might need some water. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, I do need water, and we'll fill that with water. And I want to get this crate if I can. Chicken. Another chicken. Rabbit. Right, we're back home nice and early, which is awesome. Going to put the light on. And fuel-wise, we're okay. And I'll pop all of this stuff away in the crate. So that's some glass. Glass is nice. I mean, it's expensive to make and it takes some time. So I'm always happy to get that. And we've got a lot of iron. And we can make another ingot. So let me grab that. And I'll quickly get one of these crafted. There we go. We could make another lockpick with this. I think I'm gonna, because it's so useful, as you've seen. Craft. Perfect. 75 scrap is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that number. And we can make some more ammo. So I'm going to do another rifle round. And seeds. I knew there was something I needed to put away in here. Right, let's get the meat placed away before that starts going off. And we've got some cotton. Oh, so we've got 10 pieces now. We could make some padded cloth. I'm pretty sure we're going to need padded cloth for the diving gear, by the way. I know I've said this a couple of times. I'm going to make some. I'll make 3. I think in my head, and this is just from memory, isn't it something like 50 at 5, sorry, for the diving gear? And I want to kind of start, you know, keeping that. Okay, so we'll drop that in there. We've got a little bit of ash. Not a great deal. We can put our seeds away a little better here. And I'll put the ash in there. Yeah, padded cloth I'll just drop in here for the moment. Doesn't really go in this area. Maybe we could do this sort of a thing. There we go. Okay, well 3 padded cloth in stock is quite nice. I want to make some of those nice horizontal glass panels, glass walls. We're going to need 10 iron. I think we've got that. Yeah, we will have shortly, so that's nice. We'll go and put some of those upstairs. And I might want to change a few things around up there, so... Is there anything else we can make? We can make another one of these circuit boards. And we can't make anything else, unfortunately. We're going to need more obsidian and silicon we've got. And lithium. We've only got 5 pearls. Look at this. Yikes, that kind of got away from me a little. Yeah, this should be giving me 1 more. And we'll grab our lockpick. So what do we need here? We need scrap and adhesive. Yeah, we're using up our adhesive for these, but it's nice. I like these glass walls. I think they just look so much nicer. Wrapping around the building. Just a personal thing. So, I mean, we can do this at night. But yeah, we could put 2 glass walls in here, so let's do it. And we've got 1 glass panel left. I'll go and pop this away if I can. And how many do we need per? We need 3. Okay, so we are going to need to refine some of the sandstone. We should upgrade this to add in another laser, another slot for mine refining. Problem is we're going to have to set it running for 25 iron. That's quite a lot. That is quite a hefty amount. Let's top up the generator a little. We're out of fuel again. I'll put this fat on to render. That'll give us a little bit more. Alright, let's get these 2 glass panels placed. Oh my god, it's suddenly gone incredibly dark. Alright, so we want 1 there and 1 here. So these are probably going to get damaged. Let me grab the glow stick so you guys can see. So they are going to get damaged because we've seen before when the hunters come and they're nearby and they're shooting at the base, they tend to stand down in that area and shoot at this area, so these are probably going to get badly damaged. That's okay. So we will need another something here. Now I'm just deciding what I want to do with all the solar stuff, the wind turbines, and I think I'm going to have to put another floor on top of here and use this space because we are going to have the lathe that we need to put up, and that's going to need somewhere to sit. So it could kind of go here in this area maybe, with some more storage or something. So maybe I put another half wall all the way around here, and then put the ceiling up and put some stairs up to it so that we can actually reach it. And I think I might do that now. Do I prefer the look of 2 half walls rather than 1 solid half wall? Let's have a look. Because I could upgrade one of them with alloy sheets and leave one of them wood just for the aesthetics. That might look quite good. So let's try that. We'll put another one of these. We'll move the floor up and we're going to need some stairs to access it. So looking at the access point that we've got here. So we'll have a straight section there to snap onto. Which set of stairs are going to look best and how much room have I got to place them? This one will probably be the best. Right hand, okay. And then of course we've got to move everything, so we'll try our best to do that. All the while this is still pumping out iron. We've got 25 iron. Coincidentally there. We could work towards upgrading, adding this additional slot. We've got the components, we've got the scrap. We would only need to add a little bit of copper into the equation. I think I might do that because there are so many times where I'm thinking I'd love to be able to get some more of this stuff crafted, so yeah, okay, we can turn the light off now and see still. Doesn't provide a lot of light, that glow stick in the base, but I like having it around, so. So we're gonna have to move all of this. Okay, well let's do it quickly. So I'll make sure that I don't delete all of this. There's an eagle just above there. Right, we're just gonna stack everything down here for now. And at least if we get up on the roof now, we should be able to place them a little better. I'm going to have to be super careful to not fall off this thing. But at least then we can start working on this upper floor some more. And who doesn't love a bit of building? I mean, it's fun. Okay, so I need to sort of get around here. I can grab you like this. Oh, the mouse must have moved. There we go. Stay there, mouse. Nice. Okay, so we'll drop you down there. So this is going to have to go higher. And first of all, we're going to have to place this panel. Nice, and then we can snap this. And hopefully we can keep the rotation. Oh, I messed it up. And then we need something here. It's a shame there's no, like, smaller windows, isn't it, you know? Might change this to a half panel. And we're going to need a little glass window here. I think I'm going to make a small glass window here to look out of, but I want to change this. I mean, it makes sense having a section for the bed, but yeah, we've got to put these stairs down. So let's see how this looks. Did I pick the right set of stairs for this space. I'm not sure. It's not looking great so far. Can you not snap to a ceiling? No, you want to snap to that floor, don't you? Alright, so let's move. We might... That's also a ceiling, isn't it? I can do this. Let me move that. And put that there. And now my stairs should snap correctly, I'm hoping. Come out a little bit. Okay, not that far. Maybe if I spin it around like this. Oh gosh. I actually quite like it like that. It's dangerous as hell right now because we've got this gap on the right, but I like that. Alright, let's move this back into position. I think I am going to leave this here by the bed for the moment. And we want to snap that. That right in place there? I spin it around, it'll snap to the other position, which is where it was. Which is fine. We've got a small little cubby hole here. It's quite interesting. Let me see if I can make a glass window there, because I have a feeling I will fall off. I'm not sure we've got enough materials. What is it for one tiny half glass quarter wall? 5 iron. Yeah, I'd have to use my resources, and I only have 3 glass fragments to make. 1 more of these, and I need 4. And then I'd have to use my iron. And I'm kind of liking the idea of... Yeah, let's try not to do that then. Let's make it out of wood for now, and I can always replace it a bit later. So we'll make 2 of these, and then we'll replace them with glass once we've unlocked that a bit later on. So we should probably cook a bit of liver and onions while we're here doing nothing else. I'll do 2, and then we've got some onions left. And the good thing about doing that in the oven is you don't have to sit and watch it, because it will just cook away. We got a good amount of 44, didn't we, in that crate, that lock crate? Oh, it was good. Very good. And we'll top our bandage back up. Right, let's go and put these quarter walls in so that we don't fall to our death. So that's going to be replaced with a glass panel soon. And then this is where we want to place all of our solar and wind turbine stuff. So first of all, let's carry these up. And yeah, that's pointing correctly. I'm going to put that right on the edge there. And we'll do the same with this one. But this time it will go on this edge. Which doesn't have the same amount of space, actually. Let's put it here instead. We got room here. Can go like that. That's fine. Ooh, gosh. Alright, so let's move this. And again, we would just want to place these just so that they, you know, they look reasonable. I've got 4 of these, don't forget. They are still generating power where they are, which is nice. So I'm going to stack them all in a line along here for now. And then we've got room for more. Oh my god, mouse. There we go. That was a decent lock crate for us, really. That refined iron's always really helpful. Oh, yeah, we might not want to cause ourselves any problems here, had we? We can fit one in here. Okay. And we've got this one left to put in. So I wanted to be able to get up here whenever I want, but we're a bit limited for space. But this way, we can fit another solar next to this one. And it doesn't look too bad, I think. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, let's put this panel in. And we'll put it this way as well. This is going to look so much better when it's glass. It really will. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I like the idea of this being in its own little kind of alcove, but I'm feeling like I would like to get rid of that. That works, it's fine. And we're not going to fall off doing that like this. We can also get a good view from here. And of course we've got our view down. There's a bear. I better not trigger that bear. Probably want to put some railings around that. Or are we gonna... This is a question. I don't know whether to put some flooring around to make a kind of a balcony. But I still haven't kind of worked out how I'm going to fight the hunters from this base. Anyway, we should put our food away in the fridge so that we don't lose that. I have a tomato. And we should grab a couple of protein bars. Top the fire up. And I think it's worth us sort of heading out and trying to do some looting today. So we'll drop that back in there. We've got a decent amount of wood. 17. Yeah, we're going to go for the upgrade, I think, of the refinery. It's going to be too useful to be able to just refine 2 stacks of resources. It's going to take a lot of power, of course, but I think we could live with that. How many arrows do we have? A few. We're good for water. We're not going far. I can always cook some steak and stuff. Oh, we should get the garden in. I think some of that's ready. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks better. Right, harvest our cotton. And I think our wheat's ready as well. Onions. Awesome. Okay, this is really good. So let's have a look at what seeds we've got. So I do want to replant. I'll just grab all my seeds. Right, let's have a look. So we have 4 lots of carrots. We don't have many onions, do we? So let's get 4 onion seeds. Yeah, wheat and cotton in there. So let's just get 4 onion seeds. And plant those for a start. We can put those on the other side of the carrots. Potatoes we might want. We've got a couple of wheat, so we've got 4 wheat. And I am going to need some more cotton. But I think I also would like... I'm going to have carrots. I might plant a carrot and a tomato. And then we've got 8 tomato seeds to do a full bed at another time. And I think that looks pretty good. Excellent. And this hasn't rotted, so we know that works. That's awesome. Right, we should probably drop some water in each of these plant beds. And we can go and top up and Put some more back on the fire. And we got a good amount of cotton there. So we could make some more paddy cloth if we wish. Okay, so we've got 5 paddy cloth on the go. Now, if we don't need it for the dive-in station, we are going to need it for this, the shirt, which I would like to make at some point. And I am going to need raw cotton for the sweater. But I do seem to remember something needing paddy cloth. And I'm pretty sure it's the diving station. Right, we'll take a drink. We'll fill all of this up. We've got another lockpick. We do need to put some water in that one as well. I'm less concerned about monitoring that one so closely. And maybe we cook one steak while we're running down to the water. There is a bear nearby. But I think we can get down there and back with a full load of water. And there's some wood here, which is also nice. And some wood over there, and there's a crate there. Awesome. Right. Let's get all of this filled then. And a berry. And a rabbit. Nice. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to bother getting all of that wood over there because I want to head out and go and look for a lock crate. It's midday, we haven't got a lot of time, but I think we can definitely look in this sort of local area behind the base. So let's get this water in the fire quickly. And then our food should be done and we'll be good to go out for today. So you should be almost done now. Let me put the berry and the apple in the fridge. And where's our crafting station, our electrical crafting? There it is. Right, that should be done. Put the waters in and then we'll just leave them in here. And just run because we've got a lot to do. I need to get over and look for a lock crate. And we're pretty sorted. Yeah, let's go. So I'm really hoping we're not going to run into any rogues. I see a couple of ammo bags already. Let's start by picking those up, I think. And hopefully we'll get some more useful ammo. Nice. That lock crate yesterday, in game day yesterday, was really useful. Okay, let's have a quick look. We can't see the base from here. It's shielded by the trees. Let's see if we could see our changes, see what they look like. Let's get the wood anyway. So, any sneaky lock crates lying around in here? Got a wolf. We've got some wood though. I do miss my shotgun with my shotgun shells. But we've got a new method now of getting regular meat. There's a moose. We should definitely try and get that moose. There's a crate down there. Where did you go, moose? Yeah, we need that moose. Time for the rifle. That was a good shot. There is a crate down there. That bear is being a little difficult. And there's another bear. That bear's actually killing that thing down there. Sorry, I thought it was that one on that side, but it's actually this one. There, he's killed a... whatever, deer or something, I guess. Right, let's go and see if we can find the moose. You bugger off. I'm after moose today. Now I've got to be careful that I don't need like my shotgun to take this moose out, so I'm gonna probably do a bit of running and oh well, maybe not. Oh, thank God. Okay, that was quite controlled, really. Thank God it was just level 1 though. Yeah, we can't carve you off with that. Right, let's butcher you up. Very nice. Bit of sinew. Yeah, I was a bit worried we might need more shots than that, and I was just about out of ammo there, I think, with those shots then. And then it would have been run! Because I always switched way too late to my other weapon. Unless it's the shotgun. I mean, I do know I have the rifle, revolver with me. I was going to say rifle. Revolver. But it's years of playing that way, and it's just instinct to just switch to the shotgun and have that confidence, and then when you don't have it anymore, it's just getting used to a different combination. Just me. Alright, what else can we do? We haven't found a lock crate. We could look for one of those. We do have bloody hands and no way of washing them, so I need to remember that. Can we afford to sneak along here and look for a locked crate, I wonder? Right, we've got a hunter that way. Let's avoid you for the moment. Hopefully you're not coming this way now. Wondering whether I should just run home and wash hands and put stuff away, but I would like to try and see if we could get a lock crate. He's going fishing, obviously. Don't know where he's gone. Should have kept an eye on him, really. Well, there's no lock crates there. Let's have a quick look up here. Nothing along here. There's a bag. I'm just going to go for the bag. There's a bit of wood I could get. Let's keep looking. Maybe something spawned in. You often get them on top of these rocks. Yeah, I'm going to go for the wood. I think that guy's moved. There's an onion down there. I want the onion. I've got to wash my hands. I don't like leaving it this late. I know I've got like a good amount of time in game, but I'm always worried I'm going to forget or just leave it too long. Alright, nothing there. Anything down here? Nope. I think we've got time to drop this stuff off at the base and come back out again, honestly. We could find another moose. I would quite like to get another moose as well. That was really, really useful. There's a bear. Let's go around this way then quickly. Quieter? Quieter. Alright, let's wash my hands quickly. Oh my god, I hope I don't run out of time. Another moose down there? No, it's a wolf. Hi, Bear. You were the one hanging around last night. And we could always go for that wolf as well, bring him over. There's a crate here I'm going to go for. Maybe the wolf will get distracted with the deer. Right, let's get this food back in the fridge and then we're running back over in that direction and we're going to carry on looking for a lock crate. I think I see a hunter on the rocks over there. Pretty sure I just saw that. Okay, fridge. Good food. Apples. Nothing cooked, but we can have a liver and onions. We're good for that. Put my onion away. That in the fire. Top you up. Get our water. I'll get all of that out of there actually. Right, let's dump all of this off. This all goes away in here, so that's nice and quick. And the wood. Ammo stuff. Components. And this. And we need to put on now the copper. And then all we need is, we've got the mass and the power. All we need is a bit of scrap and some electrical components when we get back. And we can do that. Fuel is looking good. How are we doing for power? Oh, look at this! Okay, so we should be crafting something when this happens. Let's do another plant bed. Because we're going to need one. We really want to keep the food on a level where we can just reliably grab something good to eat, you know? So let's take advantage. And do these need water? You're good. Let's check the one outside. Quickly drop this plant bed off. What should we plant? We'll do a full bed of tomatoes. How about that? And we'll get this placed quickly if we can. These I can't afford to put any fertilizer in. Not unless we get the regular potassium going. Just come this way a touch. There we go. Right, you have a water. And you had no water at all. Not ideal. Right, okay. So we'll dump some water in there when we get back. Oh gosh. Sorry, Bear. Sorry. You down there, are you? Yeah, down there, level 3. Right, we'll walk out of here a little bit more slowly now. Awesome. Okay, right, let's have another scout around this area then for lock crate. We'll grab some water. I don't think I'm going to see one here, realistically, but they do spawn in, you know, later. For me, I've always found them later. So we might be lucky. See a wolf. He's walking towards me. Let's go this side then. And we do need to get a bit of water as well. Where else could we go, I wonder? Yeah, it's really around here. Our best chance. Oh, we could go up the valley. That wouldn't take long to do. Yeah, let's go this way then. As long as there's nobody fishing, we should be good. Oh, there is someone fishing. Okay. So we'll probably run into them. We could have a bit of fun with them. There's a potato. I want that potato. If you stand still for a second, get him there. It's going to come back all the way back over here. I don't know if he'll ever get to fishing. Oh, leave me alone. I wanted this potato, Wolf. Seriously. Okay, he's still walking around. Can we be sneaky here? There he is, look. If he stops. He didn't stop. I'm gonna run up here quickly and see if we can just last raise of the day. See if we can find a lock crate up along the side of these rocks over here. I'm not going to bother going all the way over to the arch like I normally would, but I think along here is a good chance as well, a good spawn. Hello, sound effect. Welcome to the game. That was kind of random out of nowhere. Okay, so I've definitely found a lot of lock crates around here. We'll just have a very quick look and then run back. Nothing right now, not that I'm seeing anyway. Yeah, we should head back. The colour of the sun, so cool. The sunlight. Alright, well we might run into this hunter on the way through. He's fighting something. Or someone's fighting something over there. It just cuts off. It's a bit of an odd sound effect. That zone could do with tweaking, I think. Have you left now, Mr. Hunter? Or are you still here? I could run up on him immediately here, but I imagine he's moved now. You hiding in the reeds? No? Good. Alright, we better get back. It's getting dark. But a bit of fun for the end of the day. You got to push it sometimes. What are you? 25? Something's down on the beach. That's that bear. Which I'm not sure we're going to be able to do much with here. Oh, I might shoot over his back. I better run away here. Need him to follow me away from the base, so we'll lead him up and around. Oh yeah, we'll bring him towards this wolf. Thanks. So we've got the wolf on us now as well. But the wolf's a little easier to cope with, so... Moonlight run with our animal friends. Alright, now I need to get back up on the base. The bear's far enough away, the wolf's over there. I think we're fine now. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Whew, that was tricky. Very tricky. There we go. That was a really good day today. I had fun. And we got our potato there. Sorry, I did mean to top the fire up. I didn't get water, damn it. But I was distracted. I was being too greedy. But we'll get water in the morning, that's fine. So, how are we doing? Lots of good amount of power. I do have berry watered, by the way, if I need it. Upgrade. Let's get this done. So we need 80 mass. So I'll do a few more sticks, I think. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Let's do that many. And we'll drop those in the recycler. I think we've got enough power here that we can afford to have that on. And food-wise, right, we want some apples for sure. I've got protein bars I can eat if we need. I could do... What is it for this? This stew. 2 carrots is what we're missing, I think. Yeah. That's a shame. I would have liked to have tried the stew. We'll hang on to the steaks. We'll have to cook something though, so maybe a couple more liver and onions. We'll do those. They're nice and quick. There we go. We've got fish as well. We could cook a bit of fish. I'll cook a piece of fish over here. Bit of salmon. Okay, that's done. 18. We need 80, was it? 80, yep. So we'll leave that on for one more tick. There we go. Right, we've got the power and mass. We need these and the scrap and these. Let's upgrade our refinery to have 2 slots for refining ore, and I think it's going to give us a lot of flexibility. It has meant that we've dropped our power down a little bit, but I think it was totally worth it. Okay, and we've still got 43 electrical components left. We're going to need more silicon refined. We are going to need some more lithium. And pearls as well. Yeah, I must make a point of diving for some pearls. Did we use more copper than we needed to for that upgrade? I don't know. It's weird seeing it empty, you know, with nothing at all in here. I could put this on now and we'll just let it sort of tick away. We'll just have to keep an eye on the power, of course, but I think that's fine. Right, I'll have my food. Refinery is going to use a lot of this power. But it is night time. So we've got 11 left. We could make a bit more with the leaves that we've got. That'll do. Okay, and these should be practically done. Nice, good. And I want to make some flour with that. And we'll turn that into a seed, I guess. Yep, that works. Yeah, we're completely out of seeds. I must remember that. We need to turn all of these into seeds. Do we have any potato? We got 3. Let's make 1 potato seed. Grab that, put that in the oven, in the fridge. Yeah, we're going to need some tomato seeds and stuff, but yeah, we'll get to that. It's fine. So we'll leave this running and we'll start kicking out some potassium and stuff. I've got the little bit of glass there that I wanted to make the second of the glass panels. So for upstairs we made that small wood wall quarter, and I want to replace at least one of the pieces with a glass, but the problem is we don't have any iron. Okay, that's fine. We'll definitely have to go out and start getting a lot of iron. But for now, I think that's where we're going to leave this one. So we've got a nice early start for tomorrow. Pretty decent day. We've got a lockpick. We have quite a bit of ammo. I did use some on that moose, but I don't mind because we've got that sinew from there. And resource-wise, we're alright for wood. We've got a lot of scrap. We've got a lot of electrical components. We still have quite a few plates as well, alloy sheets, to do something with. We've got padded cloth now, sinew, more rope. So we're doing pretty well. And we've done some building upstairs. Let's have a look at it in the daylight. So now we have a way up to our power area, which could be bigger, but it's fine. And a little bit of extra storage room here, and we'll make this a window, or possibly make this a window, I'm not sure. Might switch this up. But I definitely think a window there would look good. So we're starting to make inroads on upstairs. Need to get a roof on there, of course. Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.